Hi, my name is Anju Kotwani, and I'm a team supervisor at Peace 360 Initiative. At Peace 360 Initiative, our mission is to alleviate human suffering and to see peace-filled individuals, not only in the US, but across the world. When it comes to peace, mental peace is important, and mental illness has been considered an important issue. However, there is a lot of stigma surrounding this issue, mental illness. And there is a bias not only at the level of community, but also at the level of practitioners. Even mental health practitioners or counselors, they are biased towards a certain segment of society. Now, mental health can only be promoted when we start understanding those biases and we check the bias at the door. So today I'm going to talk about different kinds of biases at different levels. First of all, at the community level. At the community level, it's the social expectations of a particular behavior or certain type of behavior. Those individuals who do not fit in that expectations of society, they are not considered acceptable members of the society, or they are considered socially deviant. However, that is not the case. With mental illness, you cannot fake mental illness. And at practitioner level or at the clinician level, it's their attitudes and beliefs that influence their actions and behavior. So we need to learn more about these kind of biases. Now, what are the sources of bias? First of all, it's our actions, which show us that we are biased towards a certain group. And this is often expressed as our behavior. And we all know our behaviors are guided by our thought patterns and our belief system. And how are our thoughts influenced? They are influenced by the society, by the shared understanding of our co-workers and our friends and family and people who we are hanging out with. And these shared understanding, they cloud our vision and we start assuming and surmising. And as a result, this impacts our behavior. Now, at Peace 360, it is our mission that we understand these biases and we share positive attitude. And all the team members, they're positive, they're committed, and they show a positive attitude towards mental health. And that is what is important. Now, impact of bias in mental health. Why are we talking about biases in mental health? Because often it is seen that there are disparities in care and clinical screening. And not only in the clinical screening, but also the quality of diagnosis and treatments and interventions. Now, why is it so? Because our attitudes and our unfounded assumptions, they impact the way we treat certain people. Now, how do we understand when are we affected by a biased attitude? Explicit bias is clearly expressed and it is known and it is easy to catch, although it is not easy to check. It shows as cultural bias or racial bias or gender bias. It's rampant in the society. Now, what can we do to check explicit bias? There is a simple rule: treat others the way you want to be treated. The next type of bias is perceptual bias. Often we see things differently. This is the example of Robin's ways. This is a famous optical illusion used in psychology. Some people see two faces while others see vase. Does it mean those who are seeing a vase are wrong? No, because their brains are differently wired. It's a difference in their perception. That's why they're able to see different views of the same object. Now, how do we check this bias? We need to embrace diversity and we need to learn from unique perspective of other people who are around us and even from the patients. At Peace 360, we embrace diversity. Our team comprises of people who are in different geographies, they are from different cultural backgrounds and educational backgrounds. And we all work for the common goal, and that is mental peace or mental health. Now, next is implicit bias. Now, there are several studies conducted in this area, but nothing much is known to the individual because it is at subconscious level. At times we may feel that intellectually I don't support bias. I'm not biased towards a certain segment or against a certain segment of society. But at subconscious level, our unconscious attitudes, they force us to be biased. Now, this is very important. We all have to understand this implicit bias. Now, how can we check this kind of bias? We have to recognize our attitudes, we have to keep track of our emotions and what are we experiencing and how we are experiencing. And to this end, we need to maintain a reaction journal and observe what are the mental triggers around us. What is triggering a certain type of behavior? If we observe our attitudes like a witness, we will be able to check this bias. Now, mental health is a puzzle for everybody, and Peace 360 is the missing piece of puzzle. At Peace 360 Initiative, we have a team of mental health mentors who guide people who are suffering from mental illness and they counsel them in areas like mental illness, meditation, motivational interviewing, and self care. So join us for any kind of mental health issues and join our mission. Thank you.